Oh, we're coming in hot. Technical difficulties. Sweet Lord. Wow. It's not even Mercury retrograde, but it is. There is a lot of retrograde right now, to be honest. Everybody. All right, we are up and around, and we're actually in this now. We're ready. It's religious. We'll see what happens. Let's see who pops in. Who all's here? Hello, hello. I had some technical difficulties. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Holy smokes. This has been super fun. Super fun. Trying to get this tech issue solved. Sound is good. Fantastic. Let's pop on over and get this ready. So then we're gonna give us some good stuff. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So let me drop this down. So I'm gonna give everybody a little bit of Bodhi. Bang, there he is. Boo, Batman right there. Batman back in force. And we're gonna drop the music. Batman is back. So here's the interesting thing. Too close for comfort. Okay, so if you see the title of this, the title of today's cards and cosmic messages is "It's time to change and create your dreams." Right? It's time to create your dreams. And yeah, I'm watching the feed and it's delayed. And I just saw Bodhi and he's hilarious. So there is a lot going on. I posted in the community and the Astro Weather section some real good information there about what we're experiencing right now. But I'm not going to go into that too much because this is more about cards and cosmic messages. I will say, if you have not checked, I'm going to post the video I recorded in Instagram today, and I did a quick reading there as well. Somebody here may want to check that out. What the hell? See, technical difficulty. So if I am wanting to change, if I'm wanting to shift my life, which I personally do, I want to shift my life. I want to be at the maximum of my manifestation and my mindfulness. I want to be at the top level of my awareness as much as possible. So the first thing that I would investigate is that, am I leaking any time? Am I leaking any love? Am I leaking any attention? Am I leaking any energy, right? Now, if you're able to comprehend this for a second, think of church, right? A lot of people, they go to church every Sunday, some on Saturday, whatever it is. What happens during the whole week? You know, people that go to confessional, they confess, but you're professing every minute of every day. So change really is the tipping point of change. And this is the cosmic message that came into me from my guides, right? And if you're not familiar with the guides, they actually helped me write this book. Well, one of them did, My Highest Self. So, and I got a message here when we start the card read. This is just to get us going, give people a chance to come in, give people a chance to sit down and to understand. This is a show. This is not a quick hit fix. This is for those of you that are tired of the same old, and you want to create something different, you want to dive deeper, you've suddenly snapped and you've realized you are not at the mercy of the collective anymore. So like I was saying, when I'm determining where am I leaking energy or attention or what's going on, it no longer works when you've started waking up to position yourself to only give yourself 10 minutes a day or 30 minutes of meditation or a post-it on the fridge. That's not going to give you the future you want, okay? The dream board is not going to give you, so the dream board is when you're lower level, right? That's when you're ground floor of manifestation. That's when you just graduated into, oh my God, I can create a vacation. Now you're in the big leagues, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, it requires a lot more intention, a lot more energy, a lot more effort. But the good news is the effort is effortless if you are really attuned to the future that you want to design. When you come out from underneath the world's weight, like Atlas, when Atlas shrugs and drops the world, and you realize that the principle of correspondence, micro to macro, as above, so below, when you really massage that into your mind, let's do it. Micro to macro, micro to macro, micro to macro, imagination. I'm like gonna go Willy Wonka right now. So when you really start to get it, you have to give it all. You give it all away. Everything you get, you give. Everything you feel it to the maximum. Everything that comes in flows through you. Because when you're holding on to energy or anyone or anything, and maybe the Buddhists didn't explain that no attachment thing quite enough. It's not that you're not attached. You are intimately involved in everything because everything flows through you. You become one of God's greatest resources in grounding the world, creating your world within this world. When you totally get the mindset that where I'm at right now creates everything for everyone. It's not the flip, right? It's not that the world around you is molding you. It's not that you're being conditioned by society. That's when you're asleep. And if I were to compare that to being asleep physically, autonomic, eating, beating, breathing, the body's just doing its thing. Do you know how vulnerable the body is when it's asleep? So when we think of certain vulnerabilities, when we think of weakness, when you're not awake, when you're not aware, you are completely weak. Everything that you present to any kind of construct that you think is empowered when you're not mindful and not aware is actually coming from weakness. And that's why you're feeling unsteady. That's why you're unsure. That's why you're not able to read the synchronicities every single minute of the day. I see synchronicities all the time. All the time. It doesn't mean I'm special. So don't mistake anything that I say as, oh wow, I'm the chosen or I'm special. Although I am special. That might not be a good thing though. No. Look at this as a gift. Awakening means that you have become self-aware, and when you walk away from that at any time during your day, you're literally becoming vulnerable, but not in a strong way. You're becoming a target. You're becoming an prey for let's call it the nothing, like in the never ending story. So it's essential for you after the dark night of the soul, after you've gotten a dose of the squeaky, squeaky, I don't know where I'm at, but whoa, shit, this is pretty big. Once you've gotten that call, right? Once God goes, hey, yeah, I kind of need your attention right now. I'm going to just destroy your life a little bit to get you to wake up. And you're like, oh man. And once you get that call, once you're awake, once consciousness, it's like trying to go back to sleep and you know you got to go to work. And you're like, oh, damn it. You're like hitting snooze, trying to catch a little bit of unconscious time. And you can go back into the unconscious world, but go back in a lucid way. Go back with purpose. And what's happening right now through the course of this, as you are transforming, as you are growing, as you are waking up, and as you've graduated past the manifestation, the magic of let me create that Mercedes or let me create money, when you get past that and you realize that's low level, because what you're doing is you're creating more distractions so that you can continue to deny parts of yourself that don't work, that you need to walk away from. And then when you really have that true aha moment and you're like, wow, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need them. What do I need? Well, I just need me. I need to be present. I need to be open. I need to move in love. I need to find peace in myself. And then be passionate. Be proactive. Be empowered. Choose to be positive. For me to take anything from my past without positivity is disempowering. So then I will cherry pick pieces of my past and inflate those with positivity, passion, and potential of growth. If they are touchy subjects or if they're tied to people or places that I really haven't developed the conversation within myself to be able to reorient those things or people to gratitude, I'm going to give myself some space. It doesn't mean forever, but it means for right now. So stick to what you do best. Stick to what you know about yourself and stick to the positive. Stick to the proactive. Stick to the powerful. When you've mastered what you have that is strong, when you've mastered, it's like a swimmer that's really good at swimming, but also wants to be a singer and kind of sucks, but can carry kind of a tune. When you've mastered swimming and you've gotten that down and you've gotten your confidence in that, then try singing, right? But don't go, you're naturally inclined through contract and through communication with your higher self to a particular purpose. And when you can tap into that, you're co-creating with the creator, not with the collective. And you're moving in a magical space that is consistent manifestation because of the emotion and the connection to purpose. So you're not going from point A to point B to point C to point D, chasing happiness as a distraction. You've now dialed in, you dosed it, and now you are completely immersed in the feeling or the connection of that. So you went from being the solar panel to the sun. You're not just collecting what's outside of you, you're generating, right? You're now generating that energy. You're generating that connection. You're generating peace. And then what we're starting to see with the Schumann resonance is that many of you are becoming generators, right? You're learning to generate. and you're learning to put that out there. You're learning to really empower people and empower your presence and empower your past. The moment that you are able to shift your story from suffering and from victimology to power, wow, your potential is unlimited. You've now tapped in. And it doesn't mean that you're always going to be there, but when you start doing this, you're creating new neural pathways. You're embodying this new frequency, and it is finding new freeways throughout the body, right? To operate and to mitigate other areas in the body that could have or hold trauma. And then you'll notice at times you'll feel hyper emotional. Like I was hyper emotional a little moment ago. I got kind of like sideways because I was having technical difficulties getting this on. I was feeling like I was letting people down. And I didn't cry, but I felt some sadness. I felt some frustration. And I just sat there for like 5 minutes. I was like, okay, wait, what is this? Where is this coming from? And then I chased it back to an area in my body that is in my shoulder. And it lives here. And I realized that it was because I used to sleep on this side because I slept with my back against the wall because I was abused as a kid, right? And I slept on this side with my back against the wall and the door was over there. So I could tell when my abuser would come in and I could make noise so they thought I was awake and they would walk out. And I released that. And that was just some small little thing that was associated with the same space that energy was stored in my body. And I was able to douse that and say, oh, wow, like a dowsing rod. I was able to locate it, let it go, and then grow from that. I was able to turn that to a powerful moment. So these are all around you. Your body is always online and always active, sharing and showing you where and what you can do to pull the past into a place of power rather into a place of negativity or sensitivity or upsetness. And that's the goal to change right now. So I'm sorry for such a long message. Sometimes this gets there. But, and honestly, it's because the sun is entering the sign of Cancer. So it's making this shift possible because Cancer and this energy invites us to connect with our emotions and to prioritize self-care. So as we're starting to see that this movement into Cancer is giving us this harmonious environment to not only connect and strengthen our relationships, but our relationship with ourselves. So you can kind of surf this wave and trust your instincts and realize that Cancer is going to amplify your intuition and your sensitivity. And it's going to encourage you to take those deeper dives if you're willing to, rather than resuscitating old energy to come up and to support a problem you're currently having. If you have a problem right now, to go to the place where it's stored in the body and to connect into a line to healing, say a prayer and put yourself in a space where you've got the key to unlock that energy to let it go. That's what Cancer is doing. It's all about compassion and empathy. Everything is heightened right now. The Schumann frequency, way up. Everything is heightened. We're so emotional. We're so into our heart space right now. We're all about healing and helping and supporting. And if you embrace the energy of the sun in Cancer right now, it's going to promote well-being and self-discovery and connect you into that space of healing. That's what's going to happen. So let's pop on over to cards. This is the book I just created with my higher self. This is the Conscious Universe. It is a fantastic book. It has a lot of conversation in it about creating your a base layer for your supernatural self, creating a vibrant connection. And then I put here, no limit other than your own. Ouch. No limit other than your own. That's an ouchie for sure. And then I put the number 60. Look for the number 60 or 6 and 0. And then to prioritize and to regulate what you're going through. Prioritize your energy, prioritize your attention, And know that meditation and mantra isn't just for a moment or a couple minutes. This is an all-day activity. Learn to immerse yourself in your healing. Learn to immerse yourself and to prioritize your entire day to the way that you want your future. And I'm going to set this to the side. Fantastic read. It's not a long read, but it's really good. And I already shuffled these. So we've got this. Wait, why is my Brio not coming in? Come on in, Brio. Let me see. And yet again, technical difficulty. Okay, and go back to Brio. There we go. Close that down. All right, so hopefully you can see this. It's coming in, and then we've got that over there. So the beauty of this is, so I've already shuffled these. Are you ready? So let's see what we've got. We're going to do a 5-card spread here to give us insight into what's happening and how can we address the energy as we move into Cancer. What can we do? What can we do? I'll bring these 2 cards in, but we'll do those as clarification cards. All right. And as we go into this, divine universe, dear God, higher self, source, we humbly seek your guidance as we embark on the path of change and transformation heading into this Cancer season. Bless us with clarity, strength, and the courage as we navigate this sacred journey of self-discovery. As we ask the difficult questions and come up with the beautiful answers, may these cards reveal the energies that will empower us to embrace positive change in our life. With gratitude, an open heart, we welcome this insight. So mote it be. All right, so we're going to turn these over and see what we've got. Bang. All right, so, the first one's Ace of Cups coming in. So we got Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, 5 of Wands. So the first card, Ace of Cups, this is going to symbolize, okay? This is going to symbolize potential. And this is where we're coming from. So this symbolizes potential for emotional renewal and profound inner transformation. What this card is doing, as you can see, she's coming together with emotion and heart. She's bringing her heart into her voice. That's why there are all the blue in the background. So you've been working on this. When this says, how can I change? You've already started. Just by being here and watching this, just by doing whatever it is you're doing, you've already started. Okay? You've already started it. Now, when I look at this and I see to myself, the Ace of Cups is symbolizing emotional renewal, inner transformation, and it's inviting you to open your heart and to embrace self-love and to move in compassion. It's reminding you that change starts from within, first and foremost. It starts through nurturing. It starts through emotional well-being. It starts by embracing a positive outlook. Now, I want some clarity, and we're going to get that. But so this is where we're coming from, and this is where it's going to bring us into Page of Swords. So we're going to see that it's going to bring us into a space of Page of Swords, not as a collective, but as a connective. This is for, it's like a red light in your rural neighborhood. Anyone that stops there is observing it and has the opportunity to participate. If you roll across this reading is for you. So this is where you're coming from. This is where you're at. Page of Swords. This is energy. This is intellectual growth. This is triggering. This is picking up on your curiosity. The Schumann frequency being all over the place, showing that pretty pattern, is all about you right now, your heart. The Schumann frequency is the frequency of the heart, right? It's all about that. It's all about beauty. It's all about design. It's all about understanding that beautiful quality of life. You know what I'm saying? It's all about being present. It's all about loving. It's all about exploring things, being inquisitive, having curiosity, right? It's all about, let me check one thing. I think I froze again. Okay, we're here. So it's all about just really understanding life. It's all about loving your life. It's all about being in the world and not of the world. It's all about breaking free. It's all about approaching this change with an open mind. It's reminding you that you have all the knowledge that you need. You can explore new things and embrace new powers, but you've already got everything under the hood that you need to start the car. Page of Swords is about potentialities. See all these ideas and see how she's reading the book? You've got everything. So she's walking from one space to the other. She is already on the way. You're already on the way. So your result is going into Page of Swords. I'm sorry, Five of Swords. Now, Five of Swords is very interesting. So this signifies, as a result of getting here, you are releasing, and it's kind of what the energy was about, you're releasing self-limiting beliefs. You're releasing people, places, things, objects, anything that is in your way that hinders your progress. You're going to be prompted over the next 4 weeks to let go of negative influences. Some of them may be pulled from you. Some of them may be pushed from you. Some of them may rear up and really come into conflict with you. You're going to be prompted to release negative influences and doubt. You're going to be put into light states of conflict so that you can see what no longer serves you. This card is the result of being ready and realizing you have everything you need, and then moving into a place where you choose what you want to work on. You're choosing your battles so that you can begin now. You're focusing on personal growth. Without being weighed down by all these unnecessary burdens, see how the bird is on his shoulder? Without being weighed down, see how he starts to ascend? You already have the heart, the knowledge, the speech, the information, the access. The only thing in your way of getting that job, getting that love, getting whatever it is, the only thing in your way is self-limiting belief, right? Anything that's self-limiting, anything that is conflicting with you, anything that's making you feel disconnected, that's the only thing in your way. That's the only thing in your way. The only thing. Now, if you could start to really fall in love with self-improvement, self-betterment, if you could start to fall in love with feeling connected, if you could start to fall in love with being in this supportive self, if you could start to fall in love with letting go, if you could start to fall in love with the way life was meant to be for you, if you could start to have this concept of freedom is for you, If you could start to operate and use the information that you possess with your voice, with how you speak to yourself, if you could realize you don't need to dive any deeper to start doing this. All you need to do is begin to let go of what's in the way. So we're going to get a little clarity. Let's get some clarity. These are clarification cards. We've got Four of Cups. Oh, and we've got the World. So the Four of Cups, I like her. I like her. She's balanced. She's got every element ready. Earth, wind, and fire. She's ready, right? She is ready. She's got it all. She's got it all. She's got it all. So what happens when we start looking at this? What happens when we start seeing this coming through? The Four of Cups is about more introspection, okay? It's about self-reflection. It's about desire. It's about aspiration. It's about tapping into the areas of your life that need a little adjustment and need a little love. She's literally waiting for you. She's got the whole world for you, which is kind of how she's moving here. This really Four of Cups is you're ready, and she's transitioning you to the world. So she's basically reminding you, hey, I'm here. I'm ready to embrace this change. We just need to reassess our priorities and explore new opportunity and to be truthful to ourselves. And then the World is clarification on this about signifying completion of a cycle, the beginning of a new chapter. And what have we, that's the whole message of tonight. It represents transformation, the power of change, indicating that you have the ability to create. You have, so your reality right now is how you desire it. If you're complaining that you don't have enough money, if you're complaining that your health isn't on, if you're, whatever you're complaining about, you're creating. You know, as a medical provider and a medical practitioner, do you realize that 90% of all illness is chronic? It's not genetic, it's chronic. And what that means is chronic, okay? Chronic, and I hate to say it, chronic means that you can control it. Chronic means that it's based on your choices, right? Chronic is based on you. And I hate to say that, but chronic is based on you. I don't know why we keep getting this dislocation of the camera, but we'll keep going with it. My hand is here, but I don't know why that is happening. Let me push that in. Give me 1 second. Come on, Brio. What is happening, brother? Give us some love. We're going to roll down here, and we're going to finish this up. Something or somebody, some energy is trying to keep this stuck in all of us. Okay? Literally trying to keep us stuck. Trying to keep us stuck. So we're going to do something drastic. So we're having to, all right. So let's make this happen. Let's bring this back in alignment. All right, Source, help us out. The camera is stalled, and then we're going to finish this. Okay. Something is trying to hold off. Something is trying to keep you from hearing this. So the World card, it's about completion. It's about the beginning of a new chapter. It's representing the power of transformation, of change. It's giving you the ability to create the reality that you deserve and desire. Right now, your desire and what you deserve have to merge. And this card assures me that if you embrace this change, if you listen to this video a couple times, if you embrace this and your heart is open, like here and you're willing to grow like here, that you're going to step into a new world of endless possibility. I already know this. And I know you have the complete capacity right now. You have, I'm getting all kinds of feedback. You're going to have the complete amount of power necessary to change this right now. It is, I don't have a doubt. And if you would like to go deeper and you want to talk about this and you want to really dive in, all of you know that I've been doing this for a long time. I have spoken to thousands of people. I've worked with hundreds of people. I've worked and done this for over 5 years just on YouTube, but 20 years in life. If you are ready and you want to work, money is not an option for you. Time is not an option for you. What you need to let go of is no longer an option for you. You want change. You see the world is craving for you to come on the scene to help create the new earth. You know this. It's in your soul. It is your calling. You know this. We have to work on this, and I'm willing to do it with you. So I'll put my link down below in the description, and you can go there and book a session. I encourage you to book a multi-session so we can get committed on this. And I believe without a shadow of a doubt, you're right on the tip of you're on the tip of the nest. You already have so much knowledge. You just need someone to help fine tune it, like a personal trainer, or like the tour guide that helps you explore a couple of the places, like the pyramids, to give you the overview, to give you the confidence to step out in faith and to take that lifetime trip. So this is where you're at, and this is where the energy is, and thank God it's where we're headed towards in Cancer. I feel so good about this. I'm going to give somebody a yes or no reading. Somebody wanted to have that card, and here it is. Listen to your intuition. And if you listen to your intuition, what's going to happen to you? You're going to get a sense of impeccability. It says, I'm impeccable in my thought, word, and deed, and it's going to lead to this. A new belief that the best is yet to come. I feel this in my soul for you. I've never felt this any deeper at this moment than I have ever felt it. And if you're ready to really go and get this done, check the links down below. I hope this spoke to someone. It was for really most all of us. Thank you, Daniela. I appreciate that. I can tell you from my own personal experience that I've experienced so much transformation in my life. The beauty here is that where I used to come from in life was only manifesting to make me happy. I thought that making goals and setting dreams up would bring me happiness. And here's the reason why I thought that to be so. Because I was distracting myself from being completely dialed in, from being completely present, from being so connected that it's so crazy, right? I felt so empowered for so long. And it was actually, it wasn't an illusion, but it was very surface. I wasn't able to tap into that heart space. I wasn't able to really feel connected on those deeper levels, even though I thought I was. So I was kind of chasing my tail, so to speak. I was creating, I was getting downloads, I was developing my knowledge, but not my knowing. I was collecting information and data, but it didn't really, it wasn't shifting me. It was helping me move the goalpost, giving me more to get to, giving me more to get done. So I was under the illusion that accomplishing things aligned me with the awareness of love and happiness. And I know that I normally am, I'm not going to say I'm a trendsetter, but I'm kind of a scout. I have been that way many times. I've gone up ahead on the trail so that most of you will have a good idea of what's up ahead. So I'll go up a ways, fall, scrape myself, run from the boogeyman, figure out the easiest way to get there, and then I'll double back to the group and give you everything that I got from going forward and then coming back. So I'll go up ahead, full heart, but not necessarily at the highest vibration, because I was doing it just to get there, because I thought that was what it was about. And then I came back, and on the way back here to give you that information about what's up ahead, it hit me. And it really hit me. It really sat down into my soul. And then, for instance, last July, when I was in the ER and my heart was starting and stopping, and I wasn't scared to die. I was saddened that I was going to say goodbye to all of this goodness, to all of this godness. I was going to miss this world and the connection and the ability that I can establish to create the garden again here. So rather than dying and rushing into the darkness to heaven, I felt so connected and zoned in to bring heaven here. And I felt it in my heart. And that was my greatest thought as I was feeling my heart start and stop, and as they pushed the crash cart in, and as they were beginning to do procedure. And then as I went into another DMT activation, another ayahuasca session without ayahuasca, I saw, not only did I see my higher self again, but I saw your higher self. And not necessarily specifically you, but I saw the vibration that you specifically have the gift to generate. I saw the colors. I saw the compassion. I saw the vibration that you are generating in your field unknowingly right now. And that made me feel confident that I could come back here and connect with you and create and co-create the next level of Earth. without having it to split and to somehow transmute to a new place. I felt so confident in you and where you can go that I wanted to come back and co-create that with you. And that little buddy back there, right? I'll show you. Let's go to Batman. Batman, we're coming. Is it going to work? It may not work. The Batman cam is down, I think. Batman cam is down. So that little reason for living back there was yet another situation. I got him back. Let's go to the Batman cam. There he is. This little reason for living back here is pure resonance. Pure resonance. Look at him. Pure resonance. And I don't hold the patent on that, right? I don't hold the patent on that. That puppy energy is all over the place. And we get to be part of it. It's in everything from a leaf to an ant to the clouds to everything that you call home. And when you really realize that, when you realize that where you're at has access to everything, when you really realize that the collective is yet another conditioned statement to control you. The collective, see, and I used to say this all the time unknowingly until I went into that state where I was able to see you, all of you, and to see your connection to the Creator. And then I realized that people are just, the masses are not controlling the world. They're just asleep. It's a dream within a dream. And once they start to wake up, it's going to all change. As we see, you've woken up. I've woken up. When we realize our place in this world, when we realize what the world really is, and when you have that acceptance and that acknowledgement, and you realize the collective is actually an illusion. No collective can control a creator. And this is why we see on the opposite side something like the World Economic Forum or the Great Reset, from a concept that is an old construct of Capricorn and a demoralizing, mutated form of femininity and masculinity. It's both, but it's mutated. They're trying to control because however they got to be, they're also awake, but they're at the other end of the spectrum. And they're awake in a way that is trying to hold us hostage. But we're both aware that when you're awake, the world is going to change and no one is going to get their way. We're just going to find the way. And the new way is love, peace, harmony. Moving through life a lot more effortlessly. Health, wellness, wholeness. Not being adherent to exhaustive ecosystems that can't replenish themselves. Not living and breathing as if the earth is alive. This is where we're headed, and this is at the next level of the awakening, and they know it. They're just trying to control it, and I have no worries about that. I'm not scared about Trudeau or all of this other stuff. Yeah, 2020 I was terrified, and I was yelling from the rooftops until I got banned. And then after last July, I realized when I learned to fly last July, almost a year ago, for me learning to fly, because I learned how to trigger DMT without ayahuasca. And wow, let me tell you, when I learned to fly last July and I was able to see the transmutation that's happening, I realized, and I have been realizing ever since, enjoy the ride. You know the end. Don't be worried. Sure, stock up some food and water if that's what you want. That's fine. But don't do it from a place of fear. Do not do anything in your life right now, forward, at all, from a place of fear. Do not, please. Do yourself a favor. Do not do anything out of fear. If somebody were to come up and hold a gun on you, or if somebody were to come up to attack you, do not respond out of fear. That is powerless. Respond out of power. Find your connection to every single thing, even the things you're afraid of. And you pull gratitude from those things. You pull power from those things. When you walk in power, the power to tread over serpents and scorpions, when you walk in that power, they call it the Shekinah glory. When you walk in that power, oh, I got the bumps. Whoa. When you walk in that power, let me tell you, it's called presence. Nothing can stand in the way. And that's where we're at right now. That's what's going on. And I really, I have conscripted myself to work with anyone that is ready to go to that next level. If you want to, and this is why I created SOC.live really, truly, because of what I saw when I learned to fly last July. When I saw that, and I knew what I know about you, there was no way that I couldn't create a place, or there's no way that I couldn't make and allocate extra time to talk to you, to help yourself. There was no way. Because that, in turn, creates the new world. That selflessness is an act of selfishness, in a sense. I'm being selfless because I'm selfish, because I know what's within you, and I know what you're capable of, and I know what you can do. And I'm more than willing to schedule time, my time, which is valuable, so there's an exchange that has to happen, but I'm more than willing to give that time in service to you so that you can see your truth, because the earth is ready. It's ready. She's just been waiting on you, and you're there. So everybody, I appreciate you being here. I'm going to attend to this little turkey head over here. Boom, back to the Bubba Cam. Bubba Cam, Bubba Cam, Bubba Cam. Woo, Bubba. Bubba. Wait, what's that? Who's there? Who's there? You see his ears? No, 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 Batman. Okay, now we go to the crotch cam. Ah! Healthy boundaries, unhealthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries, unhealthy boundaries. So we're going to put this on the podcast. I think this will be fun. This will be cool. People need to hear this. Being here, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Evangeline. Thank you, Debbie, for helping out. Thank you, New Earth Alchemy. Thank you, Jungle of Love. Thank you. Thank you, Terry Lynn. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Daniela. That is awesome. And if you need any help, you let me know. Thank you, everyone that comes across this video. I see you, and I'm ready to assist you. Thank you, Elena. It's Daniela, not Donna. Who said Donna? I said Daniela. Constellation love. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all of you that are a part of the SOC.live community. Thank you for picking up my book, The Conscious Universe, and leaving a review at Amazon. If you bought it, that'd help me out. Peace, light, and love, and I will see you all so soon.